I'm Holly M. Kaplan, and I'm the writer, director, and producer on Sunflower Girl. Sunflower Girl is a short film that's a coming-of-age story about a 13-year-old Asian American, Chinese American girl in New York City who is battling between her newfound love of skateboarding and her commitment to her family responsibilities. Yeah, so for Sunflower Girl, it was very much inspired by my love of independent films, coming-of-age stories and films. I really loved watching those growing up, and I find myself frequently writing those stories. So this film was created from that love and a desire to tell a story that, you know, reflects my community and my own life growing up in New York City as an Asian American girl. And my artistic approach was very much informed by the media I watched growing up, coming-of-age stories from Asian filmmakers like Ghibli films and some independent coming-of-age stories, Sofia Coppola, Gus Van Sant, using kind of a approach that mixes reality and fiction with non-actors and actors in it and improvising. Yeah, the casting process was very fun, and we had all different sources for our casting. For our lead, Malaya, we watched the A24 movie After Yang, and we really fell in love with Malaya there, and we ended up reaching out to her agent and manager on IMDb, and she was very interested in being in the film just from our kind of cold pitch. So we were really excited to work with her, and she really loved the story. And for the little sister Abigail, we used backstage and cast her from some local, New York City kids who are in, small films here. She was in Sesame Street, so some local productions, and she really stood out among all of the other kids. She was just very funny in her audition and very emotive. She was a lot of fun to work with, and she actually learned skating in the film just for this project. So she was the only one who didn't know how to skate before this. So for the friend Cooper, played by Daniel Girdo, he's a skater and he's actually a non-actor. We found him through working with Brooklyn's Substance Skate Park. The owner, Andrew, he helped us cast some skaters, and he knew Daniel from Daniel attending the skate sessions at Substance. So he kind of street cast Daniel, helped us cast him in the film as just a skater who was interested in starting a new path in film and video. So he was completely new to this. He was just such a natural. It's the first film he's ever done, and he's just a really great skater. 13, I think now he's 14. And Cairo, our lead actor, Rosie Malaya plays her crush. He is a really accomplished teen athlete. He was on American Ninja Warrior Jr., which we didn't see, but Daniel apparently watched him on TV, and he's a really great skater, just really athletic kid. He's a really good actor. He's also an actor. He's a really great actor, and he actually came to his mother reached out to us by finding us on Instagram. So they found us through a casting call on Instagram. So we've basically got all different kinds of ways we've cast: backstage, non-actor, like street casting, Instagram, social media, and IMDb. So we applied for the Pano micro grant to win for helping our film festival submission fees. And we are submitting to, I think, I'm not sure how many, but I know over 100 film festivals. So that the fees really rack up, especially because they're international film festivals, national, all over the world. So we've got a big budget ahead of us to submit, and we're really grateful for this grant, because this is going to be such a great help to submitting to these film festivals and helping bring the film around the world. Yes, definitely. We have a few where we are still waiting, so we're very antsy. We're really hoping for Locarno for Toronto, Hawaii International Film Festival, um, Busan, Sundance, Slam Dance, all of the big ones we're aiming for. Yeah, so I went to I didn't go to I always say that I was like a film major. I didn't really go to film school just because I didn't go to like the big name ones. I went to American University in DC, which has a filmmaking program, but mostly focused on nonfiction documentary work. But I did narrative, and I studied abroad in Prague through American, where I made my first short film. And that definitely convinced me that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life after making that film. After that, I ended up moving to LA after I graduated, and I lived there for I think about 4 years. And I worked in entertainment there. I actually used to work in post-production. So my journey has been kind of all over the different areas of production. Because when I moved back, I moved back because of COVID. I moved back home. I'm from New York City. So I moved back home and I ended up working on TV shows actually after that as a director's assistant on some kind of major TV shows like Pretty Little Liars I worked on. And I learned a lot by shadowing on set, and that really, it felt like when I was on set, I knew that I felt like this is where I was meant to be, and it felt like being kind of with family. Like I felt like it's like the only place in the world where I feel at home is on set of like a film or a TV show, because everyone just understands each other and why they do what they do. So that was very inspiring. And while I was at home, being back here in New York City, I started writing Sunflower Girl. And I stopped actually doing film since college. Like I stopped writing my own films because of just, I guess, how difficult it is, like when you're starting out and having to try to make a living and support yourself when you live in a new place. And it was very, the environments, like the work environments were very harsh. And it felt like I was kind of in survival mode for a long time. So I think when I kind of had a reset in my life, when I moved back home, I had the chance to kind of focus on what I wanted to do. And that's when I decided that this story I really need to tell. And I ended up taking this online screenwriting class from Sundance where I wrote the script. That eventually led me to apply to this grant with Nalip and Netflix that we won to make the film. So it felt like this film kind of opened all these doors for me and made me realize this is like what I wanted to do. This is like what I meant to do. So, and then it led me to the Pano grant. So it just feels like, this film has kind of been this like light beam for me to like pursue and keep doing what I really want to do. So I've been on a journey that's still going, and I'm very grateful for it. Me and my team are really happy to win this, as our team is, I think, like 90% like women, and gender diverse crew and cast members. So this just felt like really perfect. And everyone was really like comfortable on set and very happy to. It's always amazing to be on set with a bunch of people who are, understand you and support you and kind of want to see the same things. Like they feel very like inspired and supportive. So it's a good match, and it feels really good to be a part of that.